every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. And with that, we'll send you up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, which is where we'll find our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Griffin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now the 3rd-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down carry now for Crowell. And there's a flag on the play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The gun, Griffin dumping it off for Johnson, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Griffin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Once again, Griffin. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Red zone opportunity. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries, was kind of held back, though, by that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
On second down, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Griffin on second down. And he's got the first-round pick, Coleman, for the Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come out here in the eye. The first carry for a former Trojan. This is Buck Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
Second down, Flacco now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Nate Orchard in there to drop it with his first sack of 2016. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Third and long for Joe Flacco. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Johnson on the counter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, you got three down. 319.
To throw is RG3. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now it's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. To Allen on the dump off. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First down, this is Forsett. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. Flacco gives to Allen, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
To pass, Flacco out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Flacco here on second down. He's going to air one out. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Mostert now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Penalty marker is down here. The penalty. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Cleveland after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. RG3, his touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. It's caught, Kamar Aiken. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Second down, Flacco now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Finding time. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Flacco. Catch left side here by Aiken. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Flacco. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a carry for Allen. Muscles him off. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down following the run. Flacco here on 2nd down. Allen here on the screen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. So they're going to go for 2. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this 2nd half. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, move 45. Move 45.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Flacco. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gap.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. 18 yards there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Allen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Another pistol look here. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Chris Matthews. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The play clock's running down. Play fake to force it. Now Flacco. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go to Johnson again, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Griffin, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
We got 3. We got 3.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. Looking deep downfield. And he's got the first-round pick, Coleman, for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Emmanuel Ogbah, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Second down, Flacco now. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Play action. Flacco. The open man is Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They come out here in the eye. Now Flacco going to give to his fullback, Juszczyk. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Under.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Force.
Flacco looking to throw for it. He's got time in the pocket. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Mostert now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Johnson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Griffin will try and throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He's back to throw. He's got time. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Defense really showing respect to the... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth. One receiver left, three to the right. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, you always hate to lose, obviously. But a division loss stings just a touch more for many reasons.
That's because you have too much familiarity. It's almost like battling your brother or your neighborhood rival. You know them so well, and they get to lord it over you just a little bit longer.
And there's only a select amount of teams in the divisions. There's only 4, and so when you go back and forth so often, there is that familiarity. It just makes it hurt, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and when you're thinking long range and you're thinking playoffs, winning your division is the way to get to the playoffs.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.